There's a strange, like, oily something going on. You know what? Maybe lick your lips. Do you taste salt?
It's weird. It's weak.
Yeah, it is weak.
Very weak, which I don't like, but hopefully not in stouts.
Which would take away from that awesome sound effect we all love.
Right.
Definitely looks the part. Saucy texture. It's a mouthwater. Like, it's impressive. So another good sign of something good to come.
Yeah. It's weird.
It is weird.
Hi everyone.
I'm Janet.
I'm Jason.
We're
Gumbo Mud. We're here
for dark beer.
And today, what do we have?
We have Take 10 from Perennial Artisan Ales.
Yeah, we've had a Perennial before. Huh? Yeah, so this one looked really good. So,
yes.
Yeah.
And this is a combination we have not had before.
What's the combination?
The combination is pretzels, chocolate sauce, and peanuts.
So chocolate sauce, they just melted down some chocolate?
Yeah.
That's basically what chocolate sauce is.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, melted chocolate.
Right.
Or like Hershey's syrup. They don't really specify what kind of sauce.
Right.
But yeah, anytime you melt chocolate, it becomes saucy texture.
Chocolate sauce and pretzels and peanuts.
Yes.
Yeah.
So almost like, not that pretzels is a sundae topping, but chocolate sauce and peanuts are kind of ice cream toppings. So it's an Imperial Stout, and super excited. There's like little pretzels all over the can, so I'm assuming we're gonna get like the saltiness from the pretzel.
I hope so.
Yeah.
It sounds like it'd be really good in a dark beer.
Definitely.
And 11.5%. It's a big beer.
It is.
So fingers crossed, you know, it's good. Yeah. This is in collaboration with Churchkey, which is a kind of defunct brewery out of Seattle. They only put out one beer, I read, but I guess they do collaborations with people. But the funny thing about Churchkey that I read is, I guess in the 1930s through the 1960s, when you had a can of beer, it was just a steel can. Like you used to get vegetables and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like nondescript can.
Right. Do you know what a Churchkey is?
Well, no.
Well, I didn't know either, and I used this growing up. So, and when you have a can, how did you open it? You use that pointed rectangular can opener, and you pop the holes on the top of the can.
Yeah, I don't remember it doing that. I've seen those. I know what you mean.
Yes.
Where you had to keep going around.
No, you don't keep going around. It just punches a triangular hole on the top.
Okay, I didn't use that kind. You're older than me.
But anyway, that's a Churchkey, and that's the only way you could drink beer from 1930s through the 60s was you had to open it like a can opener.
Wow.
With a Churchkey. And that's how you drank it.
So there was no
no
pop top.
No pop top, no anything. Yeah.
Which would take away from that awesome sound effect we all love.
Right. Exactly. So they named their brewery after the Churchkey, how it used to be. So
just a little bit about our friends at Perennial. They are a microbrewery and tasting room established in 2011, and their philosophy is to brew beer with for the adventurous craft beer drinker. And they usually do small batches of beer using local, seasonal, and organic ingredients as much as possible.
Wow.
So I appreciate that.
Yeah, their influence is Belgian and American styles, which that's a lot of breweries that seem to. I like those styles the best too. Now, in addition, they like premium ingredients of fruits, which I don't like, but hopefully not in stouts, spices, and wild yeast strains. So, kind of defy traditional kind of brewing and categories. So they're trying to do something different, which we like. Like I said, we've had a Perennial before. What was it? Do you remember what it was called?
Intentionally Indulgent Second Shift.
Yes, and that was good. You can see that video right here.
It was really good.
We really like that, so we were excited to get this. Yeah.
The co-founders are husband and wife team of Phil and Emily Wymore. Phil is formerly from Goose Island and Half Acre Beer Company, so he has quite a history in the brew world. And their head brewer is Tim Doschat.
Doschat, I like that.
Doschat. It's probably Doschat.
Doschat, yeah. Yeah, it should be good. Like I think we read before, Phil at Goose Island. Goose Island's been around for a long time, and they make some amazing barrel-aged beers.
Great darks.
Yeah, great dark. So he knows his dark. So
Yes.
yeah, and they're out of St. Louis, Missouri, which again, one of those places I haven't been. I'd love to go. So anyway, yeah. So
Okay.
that's it about the brewery. You can look them up. Perennial Artisan Ales out of St. Louis, Missouri, and their website's great, and you can find a lot of stuff on them. So
They
yeah.
have brewed a ton of beers. Like
Ton.
they list all their beers, and you just scroll and scroll.
Yeah.
Like it's impressive. So
Yeah.
another good sign of something good to come.
Yeah, exactly. So ready to try?
Ready?
Yeah. Take 10.
Take 10.
Here you go.
What do they say? Normally it's take 5, right? Like take a 5-minute break. Take
I
5.
guess. Maybe even take 10-minute break. I don't know. Take 10? I don't know.
I think the like normal is take 5. Like
5.
in Hollywood or whatever. Like
Yeah.
cut, take 5.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. This should be good, though.
Okay. Very dark.
Ooh, that's really dark. It seems like it's been a while since we reviewed a really dark beer.
I know.
Right?
Yeah. It has that dark mocha head I like.
Yeah, and kind of oily. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ooh, it looks so
Looks super
good.
dark, yeah.
All right. Ooh,
So
getting
what-
some fragrance.
What do you think about appearance?
Some fragrance.
Super dark. You get some fragrance.
I probably should say some aromatics, not fragrance.
Yeah. Super dark. Wow, it was like
Super-
oil.
Yeah, so
coming
this
out.
is 11 and a half. Definitely looks the part. Completely like dark as could be. Like you cannot see through this at all.
Tiny bubbles, though.
Super tiny.
Look how tiny and dense they are. The carbonation.
I love when heads are this color.
Yes.
Like to me, it usually points towards a flavorful beer.
Especially for one that's almost 12%. It's 11 and a half. You expect to see
Yeah.
that.
It looks super
Creamy.
thick. It
Looks
looks
creamy.
almost like a syrup,
Yeah.
a sauce, a chocolate sauce, almost like pudding before it takes that firm texture. So it looks phenomenal to me, and I'm starting with a 5.
Yeah. I'm with you there. 5.
All right.
It looks super dark coming out. And
Yes.
then the head, love the dark mocha head.
Mm-hmm.
The carbonation is kind of throwing me off a little bit, but we'll see. It's not distracting from my 5, but it was tiny bubbles, really, really dense together. So,
Yeah.
So aroma, you said you were getting something. Any pretzels?
No.
Chocolate or?
I do get chocolate.
Yeah.
I get vanilla.
Yeah, not even peanuts.
No, I
nothing.
don't get any peanut butter,
No.
peanuts, just chocolate vanilla, perhaps a touch of dark fruit, but it's slight.
It's weak.
Yeah, it is weak.
Very weak.
You can tell it's going to be sweet. It smells good, very clean,
Yeah.
inviting. I'm going to give the aroma a 4.5.
Wow.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's a mouthwater.
I give it a 3. I give it average. I'm not getting much. It's weak to me.
Really?
Yeah, it's weak. I don't get pretzel.
No.
I barely get chocolate, if that, and I get no peanut,
But
and
do
that's what the beer
pretzels-
says.
Do pretzels really have a distinct aroma,
Yeah.
though? You think they do?
Yeah. Yeah, you can smell pretzel. Especially the hot pretzels like you get at ballparks and
Wow,
stuff. You can
that's-
smell pretzel, but yeah. But I'm not getting any of that. And especially a lot of our peanut beers, maybe a tiny bit of peanut, but not much chocolate or anything. So anyway, I give it a 3. I give it average. So go ahead and taste.
Okay.
Go ahead and give it a
All
taste.
right.
Yeah. When you say it's certain things, those are the things I want to get. So, what you got?
You definitely get. You get some peanuts. This is
You
strange.
don't know what you're getting.
No, I get the peanuts. There's a strange, like, oily something going on. I'm not quite sure. Let me think about it a little bit.
Yeah, it has a different taste. It's not tasting anything like the description.
Not what I was expecting.
No.
I do get the chocolatiness. I wouldn't necessarily say that's chocolate sauce, but the chocolatiness vibe and components are there. There's just something.
You know what I'm getting? I'm getting some kind of fruit.
I'm
getting some kind of fruit in it, and it's sour almost. It's like a sour fruit. It's weird. It's
Yeah.
really weird to me.
You know
Ooh.
what?
Ooh.
Maybe lick your lips. Do you taste salt?
No.
I do. I think the salt, maybe, I doubt there's really much pretzel. I think they tried to put salt in it to make you feel like you're getting a
Really?
salty pretzel, and it didn't turn out so good.
I don't get anything like salt. Like nothing. I'm getting like some weird sour
I do.
fruit.
I don't eat a lot of salt though, so I have, I really can like sense salty things. You eat salt like it's,
Yeah. I get something sour. Sour fruit. So, what do you give taste? It's weird.
It is weird.
Not what I was expecting at all.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
Are
It's
you?
not. It's not really bad. It's just really, really hard to pinpoint. I don't like the. It's kind of okay initially, and then I have that saltiness and like some weird oiliness.
Yeah, there's some oiliness to it.
That just is odd and taking away from that initial taste, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
So a 3.0 on taste.
See, I'm not getting pretzel. I'm not getting peanut. I'm not getting chocolate sauce.
No chocolate.
No, no chocolate at all. It's just weird. It's weird. I gave it a 2. I don't. It's got a weird taste to it. It's once again. I think it's one of those beers that it seemed like it was going in a direction, but it's not. There's almost too much in the mix or something.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
I don't quite know what I'm getting. Yeah. So anyway, I gave it a 2. So what about texture?
I think they did a good job on texture.
11.5?
Yeah. It's got a nice substantial body. It still looks, you can almost, visibly see the texture of it, that it's syrupy, saucy.
Viscous.
Yeah, it's got a lot going on.
Yeah,
so
it's thick.
I think they did a nice job on texture. So I'm going to stick with a 4.5, same as Aroma.
Yeah. I give it a 5. I think that's an 11.5. That thing's, it is thick. Like you said, it's creamy too, but it's got substantial body and texture to it. It's thick and it's oily, like you said. It's a big beer.
It is.
It's a really big beer. So on texture, 11.5, yeah, I give it a 5 because that's what I expect from 11.5. So what about the finish? The finish is what's throwing me off the most. It's got some weird sour fruit finish to me.
Yeah.
There's something going on with the finish that just throws it off. And you said you get the oiliness. That's what I'm getting too on the back end.
I get the oiliness, and I have just a really strong sense of saltiness, which does not. Yeah, my lips are so salty.
Wow, I'm not getting it.
Which just, maybe a touch of salt. It's almost like baking. Like, again, one of those things you only need the slightest little bit. Like, you never put a shitload of salt into like a chocolate cake or something. You put like a quarter of a teaspoon, which is like this tiniest little bit. I think the salt is maybe what's ruining it for me. I don't know. It's just off. But I do get chocolate on the finish, and I do get peanut. The more it warms, I'm getting those even more. It's just it's just an odd finish.
It's like peanut flavoring or something.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like real peanut.
Artificial.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a 3.5 on the finish.
3.5. Yeah. I gave it a 2 on the finish. The finish is the worst for me. There's just something not right about it. I remember when we had the Bottle Logic peanut one. Was that Study Break that was peanut? And that was it was like real peanuts. This has a little bit of peanut in it, but it's weird. It's like you said, artificial or something. There's just something not right about it. And then I'm still getting some kind of fruit or something. It's a weird sweetness where you're getting the salt. I'm getting some kind of weird sweetness, like from a dry fruit or something, from a dark fruit. I don't know.
Yeah, I can even tell because I don't eat a lot of salt in my general day-to-day. I'm incredibly thirsty, which salt makes you thirsty. I just want a tall glass of ice water. So that does tell me that this has a pretty, a fair amount of salt content. So
yeah.
Just odd in this beer. I think again the salt was trying to replicate a salty pretzel, or even peanuts can be salty.
Yes.
So I think they went a little overboard with the salt.
Yeah, something's going on. So Janet, what do you give Take 10 from Perennial Artisan Ales?
My total was a 4.3, which seems pretty generous.
Yeah.
I really like the concept and the idea for this beer.
Yeah, we haven't had a good pretzel beer, and we both like the concept of it. Right?
Yes.
Especially with chocolate.
Just not executed in the way I hoped it would be. I like these little chocolate dipped pretzel things I get. They're like dark chocolate, just a skinny little pretzel.
Do you imagine that being a beer?
Yeah.
Oh, really good.
The peanut flavor throughout was just really artificial.
Yeah.
And then the saltiness is, I think, what really just threw me for a loop. Maybe it's not there. Maybe it's just my palate or me thinking that it's there. But I definitely am getting just an overload of salt, and it's just not really doing it for me. So again, I like the idea of it. I know that they put out great beers. This one just wasn't for me. So look forward to others.
So what was your total?
4.3.
4.3? I gave it a 3.4, so above average, but we both loved the appearance of it. It looked great. It was really black and thick, and the mocha head was amazing. And the texture, it was 11.5, easily 11.5. Oily, really good in those, but the taste for me and the finish, which is off. Like, you're getting the salt. I'm not getting that as much. I'm getting some kind of weird dry fruit along with that artificial peanut flavor. That's just, it's throwing everything off. Like, the flavors are not complementary at all. They're like fighting each other. So
I think peanut and banana are two of the hardest things to get right in baking and in drinks.
Yeah.
You can taste artificial like instantly. So that's one area you just can't cut corners there. Like, you have to, and maybe you didn't, but it tastes artificial to me.
Yeah.
Again, like the idea of it, but
yeah. Maybe next time.
yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, so Gumbo Mud total is a 3.85, so well above average, almost a 4, because it had good characteristics. I think if they can nail down the taste, like you said, even if you took the peanut butter out, and just did the pretzel with the chocolate, like you said, those ones that you like, and kind of really dial that in, I think it could be a really good beer. Yeah, so 3.85 for Take 10 from Perennial Artisan Ales. Yeah, so go there, try their beers there in St. Louis, and it's definitely one of the places I want to hit when we take a trip out to the Midwest.
Oh yeah.
St. Louis. So yeah, so thank you guys for watching this review. Click the like and share button and share it with everyone, and click the subscribe button for more dark beer reviews.
And we are on Instagram. It's Gumbo Mud, MUDD. We always put out a post when we release our YouTube videos, and then we have extra content along the way and giveaways. So make sure that you follow us there.
Yeah, and thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.